Welcome to the Ohio Business Podcast. I'm Stephen Pohl. Met with Brenda Vanmeter of Scrubbing Buddies Cleaning.
Correct.
Take two. We did mess it up. I did mess it up the first time. But thanks for coming on. Thanks for having me here.
Okay, thank you so much for letting me be here. I'm excited that you're interviewing me and that you have interest in my company.
Yes. So kind of give a backstory about Scrubbing Buddies, where you started and how you kind of got here.
Okay, so it happened 20 years ago. I've always enjoyed cleaning and I've always been very good at it. So a lot of times I'll go to my friends' houses and I'll clean just, while I'm standing there having conversations. I've always worked in the restaurant industry and done restaurant work, server, bartender. When you're a bartender, you stand there a lot. You're cleaning services all day long. You're
Constant.
washing glassware. And I've just enjoyed it. And so I thought, I'm really good at this. I should try making money at this. So I got my first job from a friend and I cleaned their house and they're like, oh my gosh, you're so good at this. Well, then my husband started a lawn service company and he had a client that asked him if he knows anybody that does any house cleaning. And he goes, my wife, she's really good at cleaning. So I did a job for them and they put me on Angie's list and said I was one of the best cleaners they've ever had. And then on Angie's list, how it works is that nobody could buy into advertising. You had to review a company, give them a grade, grade A or whatever you think they deserve. And then from there, clients or people would look on wanting to hire somebody, a service provider, whether it's lawn service or house cleaning or whatever, and their reviews on there would be real. Mm-hmm. Like nobody faked anything. And
Is it still like that?
No, they're really allowing people to advertise on
That's
there.
what I thought.
I mean, it's kind of like that, but the more money you have, the bigger your presence is with them, and it really isn't fair. But so my first client turned into my phone ringing off the hook, and then I had to hire somebody to help me, which at the time was my sister-in-law, and then we got really busy, and we had to hire someone else. So, I had to quit my bartending job, and this got so big and busy. I was doing at one time about 10 houses a day, and I had a team of, there were about 10 of us then. Mm-hmm. So that's how it went, and the word traveled very quickly. I really didn't have to pay any advertising for a very long time. Angie's List was all I ever did, and I never stopped being busy, and I still have a grade A on there.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
How big is your team now?
We're at 10 again.
Okay, 10 again. Okay.
Yeah, and things kind of dipped. Now, when my company first started, it was S&B Cleaning, and that stood for Shannon and Brenda. And my husband said, we should just name it after our initials.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I don't think it's fair that it's S&B Cleaning. It should be B and S Cleaning. He goes, who's going to hire BS cleaners?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right. So he got top billing on that.
Yeah.
But honestly, he passed away 9 years ago. And when that happened, I had to change the name.
Yeah.
So it started out S&B Cleaning, and then we changed it to Scrubbing Buddies because I had, the initials were S&B for so long, and I thought, how do I make words that, for that would stand for that? And then I had employees, they all put their heads together and helped me rename the company. Mm-hmm. So we come up with Scrubbing Buddies.
Nice.
Yeah.
How has kind of COVID affected everything? Has it been, I assume, a downtick because everyone's just at home?
Sure. Yeah. Well, in addition to doing house cleaning, which is our primary thing, we've done commercial cleaning where we've done post-construction. We've also done a lot of offices and model homes that we clean. And so when the COVID hit, our clients were calling and saying, we're just going to go ahead and skip this week. We're a little nervous. We don't know what's happening. And I'm like, we were all ready to work. And so the clients were dropping off one by one for fear of having us in their house. Everybody was starting to panic about money.
Yeah. And
fear of just catching this disease from someone. So then the governor said, I think it was in March, we were going to do an automatic shutdown. I think it was March 17th was St. Patrick's Day. And shortly after that, everything shut down. Mm-hmm. And so when he said it was a mandatory for all businesses to close, we were like, well, we're a business, we have to close. So we were doing one of our last jobs, and my client said, the governor stipulates if you're a cleaner or anything like that, you're considered essential. So we were like, well, we're essential. We could still work.
Yeah.
Well, it came down to nobody wanted us in their house. our businesses, they weren't going to work anymore. So they didn't need us to clean their offices. The only jobs we were able to continue to do were the model homes because builders, it was essential. So we really only had like one job we were able to do, but everyone else, like, that was it. So then starting May 1st, when he opened everything back up, like a little bits at a time, we thought, well, if he's going to open back up and we are essential, we'll reach out to our clients and say, you know, we can go ahead and get started again if you feel comfortable. So it started out with like 1 or 2 clients, and then every week we'd gain another one back. We're still down like a third of the work that we had before because, you know, our elderly clients are just terrified.
Yeah.
They don't want to die.
Yeah.
And they're like, we love you, but we can't do this right now. And so I've had a lot of really nice clients that, you know, continue to pay me for a while after the shutdown. They're like, we know you're struggling. And
Yeah.
but another thing that's really changed is the way we're cleaning. I mean, we have always...
Because of COVID?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've always done our part to sanitize everything. We're all moms and grandmas, and we're very, you know, concerned about germs. I think
Conscious.
everybody that works for me is a germaphobe. So we're making sure we're sanitizing everything, especially in the bathrooms. Everything's sanitized, your kitchen countertops. And we use a product that's like Purell hand sanitizer. There's a spray cleaner like that, and we sanitize surfaces with that. But the masks and the gloves, you know, we didn't wear masks in every job site. We are doing that now. We've always used gloves, but now we're disposing the gloves after every house and putting clean ones on. So I'd say, you know, the financial burden of all this has been more expensive because I have all this
To clean, like,
Oh
per
yeah.
house, yeah.
I have to have more sanitizing equipment than I ever did. We're sanitizing literally everything we touch. All of our
Wow.
products are sanitized in between cleanings. Discarding those gloves every time, that gets really expensive. Because
Yeah.
we don't use the Playtex gloves that you can just take off and put back on.
Yeah.
We're using the disposable because it's more hygienic.
Yeah. The blue, like, thin plastic ones? Yeah.
And we just discard them.
Yeah. Dang. So your costs have gone up, you've lost clients.
Yeah.
How have you been able to, what have you been trying to, you know, do differently now to get more clients?
Oh, I'm actually made a decision that I'm going to have to gear my company more commercially.
Okay.
The commercial builders are still going.
Yeah.
And I do have residential houses, and I do feel like I've had more clients calling me saying, you know, we're looking for somebody to clean for our parents. We can't have them in that house, not, you know, so there you go.
Yeah.
I've got more people coming up asking for that kind of a cleaning. But a lot of businesses are like, okay, we need to step up to the plate because now you have to clean deeper
Yeah.
and better than you ever had to. So I think commercially is where we're kind of going to redirect a little bit more.
Do you think as more businesses reopen, they're going to be maybe even asking you to clean even more?
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
like more scheduling?
Absolutely, it's
Yeah.
happening. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's happening.
Do you see this kind of changing? Do you think that this type of just, I don't know.
Sanitizing everything.
Yeah, sanitizing everything. Do you think that's going to be like this for a while?
Oh, I think that
Yeah.
we're never going to go back to the way we were.
I think so as
I
well.
don't think we are.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I'm hoping that mask thing doesn't stay forever.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to feel like, I'd like to see people's faces when I'm walking by. You can't even tell if someone's smiling.
I know.
Maybe their eyes squint up a little. But
Yeah.
I just think that we need to be more humanized moving forward. So let's hope that doesn't change, or that changes with the masks. But I think that I'm going to feel a lot safer anywhere I go if they're sanitizing doorknobs and switch plates and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So for health reasons, I think that people are going to step up their game on cleaning for sure.
So that could be pretty beneficial for you in the long run. But,
I think it's going to be beneficial for the human race.
Yeah. Just
you
be
know.
more cleanlier. Like, I've been going to the gym and everyone's wiping down everything.
know.
Like, it's like I've never seen people clean before.
I know, it's fantastic.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So you have a team of 10, you said. What's kind of your hiring process? Like, what is your go-to process for
Well,
that?
typically I'll put an ad on Indeed.
Yeah.
If I have employees that feel like they have a friend or somebody that, you know, maybe needs a job, I try to give the girls a referral bonus. But, you know, it's funny because my girls, they say, I like her, but I just don't think she's a good fit for us.
Yeah.
Because we work really hard and nobody wants
Yeah.
to hire somebody that can't pull their weight.
Yeah.
So these girls are really thinking about who's coming in to help us.
Yeah.
So, but I'll
It's kind
do
of like
an-
a team effort then?
Oh,
Kinda-
it's 100%
yeah.
team effort. So, but we do run ads on Indeed. Sometimes I've reached out on Facebook trying to hire. That hasn't worked out too well. I feel like a lot of people are just like sitting around playing on Facebook thinking, oh, I could definitely do that, So anyway, but I'll run an ad and I'll put on there just exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for a team player with no drama. We're looking for somebody that really enjoys cleaning and just has attention to detail. And then when I start the interviewing process after that, I'll reach out to them and say, I'd like to have a face-to-face conversation and interview you. Then we'll meet at a coffee shop or whatever for that interview. But it used to be I wanted to see all their history of, their previous jobs, references. And now the first question is, do you like to clean? If they say no, I don't love cleaning, but I can do anything, they do not get the job.
Really?
If somebody says, oh my gosh, I love cleaning, I can't stop. I don't care how much experience they have. They're trainable because those are the kind of people that'll look and go, oh my gosh, I won't be able to sleep tonight if I don't clean that.
It's good good question off the bat.
Right, yep.
Just really get the process refined where you just cut the bullshit.
Right.
Ask a tough question. That's good.
Do you like to clean? No, I don't. Do not have the job.
So what was kind of like starting off? You're trying to get all these houses. You're cleaning them. What's kind of your process when you're cleaning a house? Is it like a group effort?
For sure.
Okay.
We come out we used to come out with a team of 6 to every job. We had some houses that were like 5,000 square foot. Those are enormous. Sometimes there's 6 bathrooms in them, and it's a lot of work. So we like to have a whole team. But now we've reduced how many people are going in a house. We try to not have more than 4 in the big houses. The process is, first when a client calls me and they find me on Angie's list, they find me Google search, or my clients refer me also. So when that happens, I go, okay, let's walk through first. We'll walk through your house. I'll talk about what we do, what to expect, how much to pay. Then we'll get you scheduled. If you like what you hear, we'll get you scheduled. So then they're scheduled on a specific day, and then we come out with our team. Let's say at 4. We'll come in and start upstairs first. We have. Okay, let's backtrack. What I would normally do for teaming is, let's say, for example, I have 2 girls start in the kitchen. So I would have one do all the countertops. Pardon me.
You're good. I can cut whatever I need out. I can chip them. Yeah, I can cut whatever out. So.
Okay, so let's say, for example, I came in with a team of 6, even though we're doing 4 now. This is our typical.
Yeah.
I would have 2 girls go in the kitchen. We supply all cleaning products. Unless they have special requests, we will use their products. We use a lot of a Lysol disinfectant product. We're going to clean the countertops, the backsplash, all of the appliances on the counter. Anything that's on the countertop is going to get cleaned. Can opener or whatever, we're going to wipe it. And the backsplash. So that girl that's doing the counters is doing that, while the girl that's doing the appliances will start washing the exterior appliances. She'll clean it inside of the microwave. If it's stainless steel, she's going to wash it down, and then she's going to shine after it's cleaned. Then when they clean the sink or the stove or whatever, they're toothbrushing all the little corners.
Really?
Yeah, we toothbrush everything.
Wow, military style.
Oh, it really is.
Really?
Yeah. Tracy does military folding on her sheets too when they change the sheets. She's funny. But the sink, we'll actually toothbrush the faucet where the water comes out.
Really?
And the handles. Okay, so that takes care of the kitchen. And they're washing the floors by hand in the kitchen cooking area. The 2 dusters are working together. They're dusting down all flat surfaces in every single bedroom or every single room. If it's the kitchen table, they're wiping that down. They're wiping the chairs, and then they're wiping the floors by hand underneath, because that's where your food splashes down.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll have 2 girls. They'll be starting all the bathrooms. They'll come in. They'll scrub down the surfaces, toothbrush everything. And I mean everything. We have different products for different surfaces. My dusters are trained for about 4 months, because they have to make sure they're not using products on fine furniture and ruining it.
Wow.
And we are licensed, bonded, insured, but I have a $500 deductible, and that could get really expensive if they're, damaging everything. So yeah, we're using really great products. We're cleaning the light bulbs and everything in the bathrooms, like top to bottom, the light fixtures, the shower, from the very top to the bottom, toothbrushing, the grout, everything. We will change sheets if the client strips the beds and leaves clean sheets on. We're dusting mini blinds, ledges, baseboards, like all kind of things. The only thing we really need different equipment for is if we're doing ceiling fans, decobwebbing corner to corner.
And those like
cathedrals.
extendo.
Yeah, we would bring different equipment for that.
Yeah.
But we're doing that other stuff every time we clean. We're doing patio glass doors inside and out, front door panels inside and out. There's a lot involved in our cleaning, but we're powering through with a big team. We are in and out pretty quickly in these jobs.
Let's say like every 100,000 square feet. What's like the usual time?
If we were cleaning a
1,000 square feet,
house
right.
that was, say, 2,000 square foot, we'd be in and out in an hour
Okay.
with our team. But that's after we did the deep cleaning.
Yeah.
The deep cleaning, you could expect double at least on the time.
Like the
and
first
the cost.
time. Yeah. The
Yeah.
first time through. Yeah.
First time is always double the price and double the time because we have to toothbrush things people don't even think about, like window ledges. Go home and lift up your mini blind and look underneath at your window ledges. There
Yeah,
aren't a
it's
lot of people
definitely-
cleaning that.
yeah, it's definitely
and
dirty.
It is. And a lot of times we have to toothbrush
Yeah.
the little crevices. We toothbrush everything, so
It's impressive.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
yeah. And all of our bathrooms, the floors are done by hand.
Okay.
And we're wiping the cabinetry in the bathroom. We don't do a lot of the cabinetry in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I
Intensive.
charge extra for that.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's not standard cleaning.
Yeah.
I'd rather have somebody do.
Seems more of a liability moving all those plates and glassware around.
No,
too.
you don't take anything out.
Oh,
out.
you just kind of like.
But the exterior cabinets, a lot of times they want us to
Okay.
wash that down, and honestly, those can get pretty darn dirty on a first cleaning.
Yeah.
Especially if they're greasy.
Yeah.
A lot of people have grease flying in their kitchen, so
Yeah.
we do a lot. I think every time we go to a house, and it's pretty detailed.
Yeah. So one of my first job was cleaning an office, and they actually just got new people because I would go back home in Toledo to clean this office just for like $50 for an hour or whatever.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
I forgot I always did that for like because I'm 23 now.
Right.
I
Extra
did that
cash in your pocket.
since I was 16. Like I did that
Yeah.
like every Sunday. So I guess I am a cleaner or was.
Yeah.
So I'm retired now, but I did that with my parents and stuff. So.
Yeah, we have office type work too.
Yeah.
We also do those on the weekends if we can.
Yeah.
We usually don't do the nightly cleanings, but we are starting to gear more toward commercial cleaning. So I see that's in our near future.
Staying flexible.
We're definitely being flexible. We're ready to start hiring more people. I'm ready to expand commercial cleaning, which we have done. We've done a lot of commercial cleaning. I remember when I lived over in Sunburry, I saw that they were building the Tanger Outlet Mall, and I thought I can't be this close to this
Yeah.
kind of work and pass it by. So I ended up with about 10 jobs there at the doing post construction. We had American Eagle Outfitter. That was one of the biggest jobs that we did over there. But yeah, just hire a different team or the same. A lot of the same girls work for me and do those construction sites. Tracy's my leader, and she's been cleaning commercially like that for 30 years, so she really knows her stuff.
Okay.
But we are definitely going to be doing more office type work, post construction on houses and buildings. So
I feel I've seen more because my sister uses this towards organic cleaning material, the spray. Is that kind of where the industry's headed towards, or like the organic supplies?
you say that now, but I think people are so freaked out with COVID. They're more concerned about what's actually killing
Kill it.
germs. Yes, I know that you want to use vinegar to clean your windows, but if you want your COVID off your windows, you better have something with a little bit of alcohol or something in it that's going to kill the germs.
That's a good point.
I mean, that's my philosophy. I can clean with anything. If they want to supply me with that, I'll clean with whatever. We personally don't really clean with products like that.
Yeah.
Although I can, and I'm not opposed to it. I just want to make sure when my children are licking the floors, it's going to be clean. And we're all moms and grandmas, so
Yeah.
we're more concerned about sick babies. And nowadays, it's not just sick babies anymore. It's your adults
Yeah.
that are coming out of the hospital and their health is at risk. Another thing about our company that I'm really proud of is that we've always been covered under workers' compensation. If anybody gets hurt on the job site, you're not going to get sued. And other companies that are hiring their friends or whatever just to go in for $50 and clean, if they fall down in your house, you're
Yeah.
liable to have a big lawsuit.
That's good.
Yeah.
What was I gonna ask? What is the? Do you have any horror stories? Like, what is the worst house you ever had to clean?
I cleaned a house for a hoarder.
Yeah.
And it was this man that hired me, and he said, I don't know what to do. My parents are hoarders. I didn't know the condition of the house because I don't live with them. He said they're in the hospital because they had severe, like, asthma or pneumonia. They got pneumonia in their lungs from the mouse debris in their house. I think a lot of times hoarders, they don't have a big space to walk through because they keep bringing more and more things. And a lot of times things will drop on the floor like food or whatever, and they don't see it because it rolls behind something. And once you start living in a condition like that, then the rodents start coming in, bugs and rodents. So their house was overtaken with mice.
Jeez.
They were breathing in that mouse droppings, which are toxic. I didn't realize how toxic that is. So it's not that mice are bad. People freak out when they see mice. It's that they're very dirty.
Yeah.
So he had to have his parents taken out of the home and put into the hospital. And then he had, I think he said 18 truckloads of antiques that they were hoarding in the house because they were going to have a store. But as we were cleaning, well, of course, there's mouse droppings everywhere. So we have to wear a protective mask then for that job. Had to be a different kind of mask that you could actually breathe all day, but it wouldn't let those toxins in. And we, while as we were cleaning, like the cabinetry where their food is stored and their dishes are stored, there's dead mice in the mouse traps and blood. That was pretty awful.
Wow.
Seemed like everywhere I turned was dead mice. That was probably one of the worst homes I ever had to clean.
Wow.
Yeah, I did not enjoy that one.
How many hoarders you get? You know, do you get one a year or what?
I rarely get them.
Okay, that's
that
good.
job happened. But I did have another job I did for a hoarder, and I tried to help her one-on-one, just her and I.
Yeah.
And I realized that therapists are very important for hoarding situation, because being a hoarder is not because you just love things. A lot of times it's because you're mentally not well, and you are filling some emptiness of yourself with things.
Yeah.
So it becomes like they cry when you take their things away.
Yeah.
It's a part
I've
of
seen
them.
the show.
Oh, I haven't seen the show, but I've seen firsthand how
Wow.
attached they are. And they're like, I have to change my life. And I'm like, okay, well, we're going to throw this little ashtray away that you know you don't need. No, you can't. That means this and that. Okay. So that was my last hoarder.
Yeah.
It didn't go well. She was in tears. She couldn't part with her things. I can't do this.
Wow.
I'm not a licensed therapist.
Yeah, I'm just a humble cleaning.
I'm just a humble cleaning lady. Please let me clean your surfaces. I won't be able to sleep tonight.
What your biggest success with scrubbing buddies and some mistakes throughout your career?
Oh my biggest success. Okay.
Or some successes.
I would say my biggest success, one of the biggest, well, right from the start, is growing this company. I feel pretty amazed that it started out with just me, and now I've got 10 employees, and, you know, at a time we were doing 10 houses a day. Mm-hmm. When my husband was here, which, you know, I'm a widow now, we were doing a lot of commercial sites, so that was good. But I'm pretty proud of myself that I walked into the outlet mall and I said, I want to do this. And I managed to walk away getting 10 jobs. They wanted me to take on more, but I knew my limits. I wasn't going to overdo it. Another thing I learned about doing that, which was one of my biggest mistakes, I took on a 20,000 square foot construction building.
Yeah.
They built a community center.
Mm-hmm.
And the person I had on windows wasn't a window person. It was just a person that worked for me that liked to clean, and they did windows at construction sites. But so I had 4 stories high, and we really struggled to get those windows done outside. I spent about $1,500 paying that person to do all the windows, and when they were done, they used a microfiber towel on the glass, which makes them look smudgy and smeary. Every single window had to be redone, and I had to hire a window company. Don't screw around with windows if you don't know what you're doing, because these people know what they're doing. They have different chemicals.
Yeah.
They scrub it, they squeegee it down, and there are no smudges where they've dried it.
Yeah.
So that's nuts.
So you got 2 phones?
Yeah.
It's pretty baller.
Well, it's like a lot of times, I'm not a computer guy. I don't carry a laptop around. It's just nothing I've ever done. But I'd be on the phone, and someone would be like, "We need you to sign a contract." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Can you hear me?" I'm like, "Fuck that. I need another phone so that I can be on the phone and using my internet."
I need to do that.
You really do.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
An iPad might be better, though.
Probably.
Because it's a little too small to do contracts and stuff on. But, yeah, I finally bought the iPad. And this one now is like my personal phone, and this is my business. So usually the people I
kind of shut it off when you want to. That's what I got.
not even shut it off, but there are kind of 2 reasons why I need 2 phones. If for some reason I'm desperately trying to reach a client to tell them something happened, we're not going to make it or whatever, they're trying to contact me. We have no power today. Our house is flooded. They have 2 ways to reach me now because it's impossible to reach somebody when your phone dies.
Yeah. Sure.
So.
I guess your biggest failure, you said, was that big job, that 20.
The windows had to be. I had to pay $1,700 to get them redone.
Mm-hmm. So what have you been doing from like a marketing perspective? I know you said
Are we back on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can put that 2 phones thing in there if you want.
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. I really it's just casual, so I don't.
Okay.
It's not like. But you said that.
The windows.
Yeah.
I had to get them redone.
Yeah.
I hired a window company, and they came out and just fixed everything up. And we had already cleaned them, so they weren't dirty. They were just smudgy.
Yeah.
And so, all the money that I spent paying my people to do the windows was
Down the drain.
Because I had to hire someone else professionally to clean them. So I am very, it was an expensive lesson to learn, but I feel like when I started my cleaning company anyway, I learned everything my way.
Mm-hmm.
I learned everything the hard way. I learned that you never, ever, ever clean the downstairs before the upstairs, because I cleaned the downstairs first, and then I had to high dust everything up, and all the dust went down. Everything I just cleaned.
Gravity.
Oh my gosh, that was the dumbest thing I've ever done. And that's the same thing at a construction site.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like tenfold,
the dust
probably.
in there is crazy.
Yeah. Is it like a newly redone construction site?
Yeah,
or like
those are the ones we typically do. It's like when they
furnished?
come in and your builders are in there and they do everything. And sometimes when they're, or even a remodel, sometimes you'll have somebody installing, new wood floors for you, or the painters are sanding the walls down. Mm-hmm. They don't cover the vents, and all that powdery debris goes in the vents. Then you turn your air conditioning or your heater on, and it blows up in the air, and it goes
caked.
on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a nightmare. So we just have learned, it's a process.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so much more difficult, believe it or not, to clean a post-construction. You'd think everything would be easier because no one's ever lived in it. You have to vacuum dust before you get it wet, otherwise it turns to mud.
Yeah.
And that's not fun. It's like a 3-step process.
Any cleaning tips for people?
Top to bottom.
Tricks of the trade.
Start at the top, work your way
Yeah.
down. I don't know. I mean, if it's your house, I like to do things like keep your pop-up Lysol wipes underneath your counter in your bathroom, and a toilet scrubber with a toilet bowl cleaner on the floor next to your toilet. You start seeing your toilet starting to get dirty, put a little toilet bowl cleaner and just maintain them. If you can maintain everything, it's great. Take a magic eraser and scrubby bubbles in your showers, top to bottom. Unless it's stone wall, you wouldn't use it on that. But I find magic erasers are magic. I mean, they clean through anything.
Okay.
So you just got to get them wet, and then you can just scrub your stuff down with that. Say wipe your countertops when they start to get dirty with the Lysol wipes. Your mirrors. I don't know. We like to use a product that has a little bit of alcohol in it. Alcohol cuts through all kind of crap on a mirror, like right through it.
Mm-hmm.
So we make homemade Windex.
Okay. Moonshine
Alcohol,
Windex.
ammonia. It really should be. It really it is.
That's funny.
It's funny because like everybody's making this sanitizing spray, and we're like, we've been cleaning with that for 20 years.
We've been making our own.
We use ammonia, alcohol, and water combination to make our Windex, and it cuts through everything, and it sanitizes because there's alcohol in it. We spray that on our rags and wipe down toilets. But yeah, if you can maintain it, you're better off just having everything handy in the bathroom as you need it. Put away your clutter. I would say put away your clutter first before you even attempt to clean. Because I start cleaning, and the next thing I know, I'm cleaning out my closet and I'm organizing everything. I'm like, I can never get to the cleaning.
Yeah.
And then your kitchen's just, the same thing. Keep your countertops cleaned with Lysol. The pop-ups, if you can even find them. Otherwise, a spray bottle and a rag or paper towels, and just keep it maintained. It'll be a lot easier. I do a 15-minute timer with my kids when they were younger. I set the timer for 15 minutes, and everybody had to rush through and clean whatever they could get to. Pick up your toys, put them in the toy box, and it became a game, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Getting the whole family involved. Have, I don't know. Guys like to do windows and doors, glass. I'd be like, here's some Windex. You get front and back glass doors. Kids pick up the toys. But yeah, one of my favorite products to use is Lysol or Mr. Clean disinfectant.
Okay.
And then I'll just pour a cap full of that in a spray bottle, and you can clean pretty much everything. It cuts through grease. You can clean your floors with it. It's safe on wood. I put it on the counters. Scrubby Bubbles and a magic eraser are like magic in your bathrooms.
There you go.
There you
Insider
go.
knowledge.
And put pop-up wipes in your car, and we're sitting at a light.
That's a good idea.
That's a Swiffer
I'll
puff.
do that.
I love
for
the
sure.
Swiffer puff.
Okay.
You can dust everything with those.
I do need to do that.
Yeah, the Swiffer puffs, they have the refills, but you don't even need the stick. You could use the stick, or just lay one flat in your car, and every time you're sitting at a red light, dust your dash.
That's good. Last question as we wrap up. What would you say to business owners, entrepreneurs out there? Just some advice.
To get started for themselves,
Yeah.
first of all, do what you love, do what you're good at, do what comes natural. Because I feel like if you're trying to do something that doesn't feel right, you will fail. If you don't fail, you're going to struggle and you're not going to be happy. So if you have a passion for ice cream and you make the best damn ice cream in the land, go with it. I feel like I have faith in God that's always there for me every day of my life and helps me believe in myself and feel like I'm never alone. And I feel like if you reach out to the universe and you reach out to God and say, you know what, I want to do this. Please help me make my dreams come true. It will happen.
I totally agree with that.
And then you have to have a plan. Then your plan is, all right, who do I want to sell to? Who's my targeted audience? Children or adults for a date night? Who's going to eat my ice cream? Where am I going to get the ingredients for this? And I'd say whatever you do, always be honest and fair. Don't try to scale back and cheat people. Do the right thing at all times. Get the best products. Be the best ice cream person you can be. And it'll all fall into place. And don't give up.
Beautifully put.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Follow what you love, but you also got to be strategic as hell about it.
Yeah, you got to do the right thing all the time.
Numbers and
you got
gut.
to put your heart in it, right?
Yeah.
If you're always doing good, I feel like only good can come to you.
Correct.
Yeah.
Beautifully put.
Yeah.
Now, where can people find you? How do they contact you?
You can find us by Googling us. I'm on Angie's list as well. It's Scrubbing Buddies Cleaning, and that's spelled SCRUBBING. Buddies is spelled BUDDIES. Cleaning. At gmail.com if you wanted to email me. My phone number is 614-726-2787. So you can reach me by phone, email. I have a website as well. Yeah. Scrubbing Buddies Cleaning.
Are you any other social medias outside of Facebook?
I'm on Instagram. I haven't done a lot with that.
Yeah.
I have a presence there. I've hired a media lady that's going to help me put more content out.
Nice.
Facebook, we're all over Facebook.
Yeah, that's how I found you. So.
Yeah, and I'm in a couple networking sites. I'm in Blocko.
Yeah.
And then Connected. So Chris Borja and Lance Schneider are the leaders in those two groups.
Perfect.
I don't know.
Anything else that you want to say?
I don't think so.
Well, thanks for coming on.
We're hiring, and we're also building. We're getting bigger, so
beautiful.
Any needs, we'll make it happen.
Nice. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for spreading your cleaning knowledge.
My cleaning knowledge.
I want to introduce you guys to the Ohio Business Podcast first sponsor, Nextdoor. Want to earn extra cash with your extra space? There's an app for that, to Nextdoor, the marketplace for your storage space.
Nextdoor is currently taking on new hosts like me. Simply visit their site, nextdoor.com, nxtstor.com, to get the app. Just think what an extra $200 a month can mean to you by simply storing your friends' boxes and mattresses. Once again, check out nextdoor.com. Thanks. The Ohio Business Podcast is sponsored by Jansen Media. Jansen Media is a website design and digital marketing agency. They develop custom strategies and solutions around client goals and business objectives. From day one, they have been focused on results, building websites that deliver more online traffic, more conversions, better user experience, easy navigation, and web functionality. You can find Jansen Media on their website at jansenmedia.com. That's spelled JANSCEN media.com. That's jansenmedia.com. Thanks.